Hello everyone. This is Monday, January the 16th, 2023. And we got a little bit of a rainy day today, which is okay. I don't mind that because I haven't been out doing a rain walking video for quite some time. So if it jiggles a little bit, I'm just putting the glove on, okay? And then we'll be back on track. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'm gonna take a walk towards home, but from a different direction, somewhere we haven't been in quite a while. As you can see, I'm in downtown Dartmouth, and it's about the time is about 1:30 p.m. afternoon. I got off to a late start today. Decided to go in and have a coffee and sat there listening to music, and first thing I know, it was 1:30. So here we go. So we'll continue on. I got a couple of young ladies watching me there, wondering what I'm doing. Okay, this is a great day for a walk, other than it's raining, but I got my umbrella, as you can see, and it's actually 6 degrees Celsius out here today. So not a cold day. It's great. It's all good. Every day's good, right? Sure, every day's good. When you live in Halifax, every day is good, right? Okay, I'm sure some people would disagree with that. They probably have some bad days as well. So, how's the weekend? Everybody had a great weekend? I just finished reading all my comments there, and that was great. Got through all those and answered everybody back. And if you haven't made a comment yet on my videos, I would encourage you to do so, because I love reading the comments. That's one of my favorite things to do, is read the comments that people write to me. And I read them all, and I answer them all. Every single one, I answer them. If I don't, it's because somehow I've missed you, and I didn't mean to. And once in a while I have technical issues, like I did this morning. I was talking to Vladimir, that was his name. And halfway through my sentence, my phone did something, and it jumped down to the next box. And I couldn't seem to get it back up on track, so I just had to finish my paragraph on the next box down. And that kind of thing happened once in a while with me. I'm not as young as some of these video makers, and maybe not as technical. So I do my best. My son would have helped me probably fix that, but I'm not there right now, so, and he's working today, so I'm on my own for that. So I'm walking, I guess you could say, kind of eastward. I think this is still Pleasant Street, although I'm not Pleasant Street. I always get these two streets mixed up. Every time I walk on this street, I want to call it Pleasant Street. But no, it's not Pleasant Street. It's, oh, that's horrible. I think by now I'd have these two streets mixed. This one and Pleasant Street, I always get them wrong. When I get to the sign, I'll tell you the name of the street. I've been on it enough times, I should know it. I do know it, but I want to call it Pleasant Street, and that's not right. So, one of those things, get a mental block on the street, because they both start with P, I think that's what it is. Or they got a P in them or something. They seem too similar to me. I call them both by the same name, so we will see. Pleasant Street comes out right here, right ahead of me. And at one point they are parallel to each other. And then this one's a Pleasant Street circles around and joins this street right here, which I will tell you in a second. I knew it wasn't Pleasant Street, but I wasn't sure. The name of it would escape me. Prince Albert, there we go, I knew that. It's the two streets start with P, and I want to call them both Pleasant Street. Anyway, that's one of my little quirks here in this city, is getting the Pleasant Street and Prince Albert Street straightened out. And I'm just changing arms here for my umbrella because it's a little bit, quite a bit for your wrist after a while in one hand. Now I just changed it over to the other hand there. Okay, we'll try not to be too jerky here. We had quite a storm up here. All we got is rain pretty well here in Halifax. We did get a little bit of freezing rain. Made it rough for a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. But some parts of Nova Scotia and New Brunswick, and probably beyond, it made a mess of the roads. My wife is in the transportation business, and the loads that were supposed to come for her didn't come. And I think they're probably there now, but they didn't come when they were supposed to this morning because of farther west, the roads are quite a mess. We're lucky here in Halifax. A lot of times they get a big snowstorm, and here we get rain, which we got a lot of this year. Normally, January temperatures right now, unless we had that typical January thaw, which happens sometimes, but normal January temperatures in Halifax would be minus 10, 12, and there'd be quite a pile of snow. As you can see here, there's one little spot right there where they plowed it. But the ground is bare. It could be spring or whatever, for all you can tell by looking at it. And this is not a usual year. This is a little bit milder than usual. But we're not complaining. Maybe next year will be real snowy. Last winter was pretty good too. We did have a couple of good snowstorms. In fact, if you look back to last winter, one of my videos, I was out walking and it was like a hurricane with snow. Yeah, if you ever saw a hurricane in the winter when it's snowing, that's what it was like that day. And I was out in it, and it was such a bad storm, they closed down the transit and the ferry terminal. I couldn't get back across the harbor, so my wife came and got me in the car, and we almost got stuck 2 or 3 times. Somehow we made it home. So we did get one really bad storm last year, but we haven't got one this year. Haven't even had one, not even one big snowstorm. We've had little flurries and a little bit of freezing rain and rush, and then it's gone again the next day. Right? It's just, the winter will be over. We haven't really seen winter. Well, I'm just taking a walk up this way, and it's great in the summer up there. I've been up here before in the summer when people were down here at there's two lakes here. One is a pond, and that one is the pond, which I forgot the name of it too. Sometimes these things happen. Hey, I'm 71. Yeah, don't be too hard on me here. Memory's not as good as it was when I was 21. Of course, I don't know how good it was then either, so. Anyways, yeah, and then there's a lake and a pond that joins together. Yeah, we've been in Halifax 4.5 years, but still, it's not like a place you lived in all your life where you just know everything. You have to stop and think about it. And sometimes I can't think of the name of something because I've only been here 4.5 years, and I haven't learned a lot. I mean, I know more than sometimes, but I can pull it out to say the name of a street or something when I'm walking down the road. Try to think of a street name, and I can't think of it at all. When I see the sign, I go, oh, why couldn't I think of that? And anyways, that's how it goes. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that one, likely. You know something, but you just can't seem to pull it out and say it. Well, it's nice to get out walking in the rain. Haven't done that for a while. I got a nice big umbrella here, so I'm not getting wet at all. I'm staying dry, and it's not raining real hard. It would be enough that you get wet if you didn't have an umbrella, but it's not raining super hard. I remember once I don't know if it was, I wouldn't say last winter, maybe last fall, or maybe early spring. I was over in the north end, and it was raining so hard. I got soaked, my feet got soaked, even though I had an umbrella. Because the water, oh, excuse me, the water got built up on the road, and it got my feet wet. I got my feet soaked that day. But I don't think that's going to happen today. Look at all the drops of water on the end of those bushes. They're all like a little tiny drop on every bush. See that? Every little twig has got a drop of water on it. Amazing. It looks really beautiful. There's where you can walk between the pond and the lake. Right here. Go down that road. On the left is the pond, and on the right is the lake. And this is where they hold I want to say kayak, but maybe that's not the right name. I think it's a kayak. Those boats, they have races down here on the lake every year. I don't know if it's not a kayak, not a canoe, it's I don't know, a boat of some kind. They have races here. Maybe there'll be a sign up about it from what the name of the boat is. I think it's not a kayak, but it might be. I'm not sure. Lake Banook. That's the name of the lake. There's the sign right there. Lake Banook. See, I knew it too, but I couldn't think of it. All right. Lake Banook. Sometimes the rain picks up a little bit more. Right now it's picking up just a little bit more than it was. And the wind has picked up a little bit too. So hopefully it's just a puff and it don't last. I'm going up over the hill here. This is what they call Silver Hills Park. And I didn't even know the name of this before, but the sign is right there. Silver Hills Park. Looking out over Lake Banook. It don't look quite the same as it does in the summer when tourists are here and people are down there walking around. It looks pretty dead right now. These are the bleachers for watching the races. Maybe they are called kayaks, I don't know. Kayak races, maybe that's it. That's the only name I can think of is kayak. Maybe that's it. A few years ago, when we first came here, that was the only bleachers we had right here. That was it. A small amount of bleachers. And last year they built those. All those bleachers. Put them in there last year. So we're going to walk up through there and have a look at them in case. I know I've been over it once or twice, but not everybody has seen the videos, and it might be the first time they've seen these. So bear with me if you've seen them. And I like to see, there's people move here every day. People come to Halifax from Ontario, from British Columbia, from Alberta, from other countries. A good many people come here from other countries. And maybe they don't know a thing about this stuff out here. They probably don't. I got a friend of mine who came here from Africa, and I know he haven't been over to Dartmouth, because I asked him the other day if he ever been over here, and he said no. No, he doesn't know anything about Dartmouth. I got to bring him over one day, show him around what's over here. And there's a lot to learn in here when you first come here, and let's see where this goes. Maybe it just goes down over the hill to the road, or maybe it's a trail that goes somewhere. Let's explore, because I've never walked it. This will be the first time. I always went up over the hill right there. I got on the road. But I just want to see where this trail goes. Something brand new I'm discovering. Never saw before on this trail. Here we are right in the middle of the city, and we've got a trail right out in the middle of the wilderness area. Here we go, down through a little trail. I don't know how far it goes. Maybe it don't go far. And well, we'll find out. Right in line with Lake Banook, up through the woods. Isn't this amazing? City's back there, city of Dartmouth. And the lake is right there. And we're walking through the trees up here in between the lower road and the upper road, which is up there. I just wanted to see where this trail went. I never even noticed it before. So we'll see where this trail goes. All I gotta do is make sure I get home enough time to go pick up my son from work. I think I'm good. I'm in the area of home anyways. I just gotta make a little detour here and there, and I'll be home. So I was late getting away today. I should have left earlier, but then I wouldn't have walked this trail if I had left earlier. Might have done something else. So here we go. We discovered a trail. It looks like it's going to come right up and join the road up here somewhere. Yeah, it's gonna go right up. I don't even know if I can take it or not. It might go through people's backyards. We'll see where it goes. Oh, there's a fence here. Good. This will take us back up somehow to the road, I think, because there's a fence here fencing off people's yards. Well, this is different. Yeah, I didn't know I was going to take you on a trail walk in the woods today when I started out. But this is things that makes it interesting. You start out and you discover something and you go with it. Now I got two choices. I can go that way, or I can go that way, which looks like it goes right up to the road. Let's go this way. I'm getting a good workout here. You want to see how steep that is? That's my path down there, and it goes right down over the bank, which is very steep. So I'm getting a good workout. Yeah, I got to do that one day with my friend I met him on YouTube. Made comments before he actually moved here. And then he moved here and we met at Tim Hortons one day. And we became friends. I was to his house not yesterday, the day before, Saturday. I was at his house Saturday and his wife made some beautiful cakes, cookies, or whatever you can call them. I think they were like a cake, but shaped like a cookie, but tastes like a cake. And they were delicious. And they look so good. They look like she earns her living working in the bake shop, but she doesn't. But anyway, that was really nice. I appreciated that. And I still got a few left in the fridge. Yet, they were very delicious. So, I'm on Joffrey Street. That's the way to my home. But I got a ways to go yet, so. We're 23 minutes now. I should be home with it by, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Which will make about a 45-minute video, which isn't bad. And I'll be home. I won't have to get home from where I end my video. A little shout out to my friend Tofik. I hope you didn't mind me mentioning you on my video, because I really do value our friendship, and I don't think you mind that. No. One day I'm going to come and get you and we'll go exploring Dartmouth. I'll show you around the city a little bit more. And I got a few other friends I made on through YouTube as well. And they're great. They're great. Never met anybody that I regretted it. Now, I guess I gotta say YouTube is a pretty good crowd of people that's on here. Quite the hills here in Halifax. If you never been here and you come here, if you're from the prairies, you're in for a shock, because it's flat out there. Here it's hills, steep hills, but they're good for your breathing and your cardiovascular, your heart will love it. So keeps you in shape walking these hills. Especially when you get to be my age, you need to keep doing this stuff. It's easy just to sit in the house, watch television and fall asleep in the chair. That's easy to do, but it's not good for you. So you have to get out and do things. Well, I enjoyed that little trail walk. I didn't even know it was there before. That was great. And I didn't get lost this time. Sometimes I do. Whoops, it looks like the wind blew pretty rough here. Garbage can covered behind the car, and I see the can is upset back in there. There must have been quite a bit of wind blowing here last night. That church right there, they've been working on that a long time. I walked up here one day back in the summer and they were working on it. On the corner of Medford and Joffrey. Maybe you're familiar with this. Somebody watching this video will go, oh, that's my church. Well, there it is on YouTube for the whole world. Our umbrella's great. Look, you can see in the puddles the rain hitting. So I know I would be getting quite wet now if I didn't have my umbrella. Joffrey Street is my street. Apparently the crows don't mind the rain. I've got a little bit of a puddle right here, but I think I can get through here without getting my feet wet. This year when I bought new sneakers, I made sure they were sneakers with lots of soles on them so they wouldn't get as wet. They're quite high in the heel and quite high in the sole. So I can walk in a bit of water and don't have to worry about getting my feet wet, but they only stand so much. Then eventually your feet do get wet, but I think I'll be all right for today. There's not that many puddles and it's raining enough, but not enough to just stop my walk. That's the part I like about it. Not raining enough to stop my walk. Whoop, there we go. I got a little off focus there. It seems so long ago that we came here now. It will be 5 years, the end of July, beginning of August. That's when we moved in here in 2018. It'll be 5 years, 1st of August. Amazing. I don't know, in one way it feels a long time ago, in another way it went by fast. As a family, we spent 15 years in Toronto, but myself, I spent half my life up there. I was up and down several times. As my former boss would attest to, the fact that I was up and down several times, because I always worked for him most of the time when I was up there. So he could tell you I've been up and down a lot of times. I used to come home in the winter, and shortly after Christmas, maybe I'd come home, and I'd stay till middle of March, no later than the end of March, and then I'd go back up to Toronto. And there was times I I guess I didn't always work for my boss. There was times I tried other things and worked maybe a year and a half, whatever. Then I go back home, and I go back up again. I come back and go up. And I actually worked at a factory up there for a few years too. And I was up there the whole time while through that. And so, yeah, I spent a good deal of my life up there. I worked on a farm up there once, and worked in a factory once. 2 factories, in fact. I worked in an oil packaging plant once, and I worked on a wire manufacturing plant in Toronto. So, yeah, I spent a lot of my life up there in Toronto. I'm still on Joffrey Street. The puddles are getting a little more frequent here. Quite a stream of water going down the road here now. So the rain has definitely picked up from where it was. But I'll be home before long, so we have been on the go here. 32 minutes since I started this video. I might be about right. It might be about 45 minutes by the time I get home. Sounds about right. Yes, it's raining quite a little bit now. Now I get home and I'll have a few minutes to spare, and then I gotta go get my son. I usually leave about 3:45 to go pick him up, and he gets off at 4:30. He's working out in Lower Sackville, so I have to drive out there to get him. And then we drive right to my wife's work, but she don't get off until she gets back to the yard about 5:45, and she's out of there around 6 o'clock. So once I get home and start to leave on that journey, that'll be it for me for today. I'll be busy the rest of the day. Now we're going down a set of stairs. So we're going all over the place today. Whoops, my gimbal needs straightening up. Just a minute here. And for some reason, I can't get a hold of it here. It didn't work. There it is. Okay, there we go. Now, we're going down a set of stairs. Oh, excuse me. No, I'm not sick. I just got allergies or something like that, making me sneeze. I'm on the last leg of my journey here now. So let's walk across the street. We'll look down at, this is Maynard Lake right over here, and we'll look down through the trees at it, and I'll sign off from here, okay? 35 minutes, that's not bad. All right, there we are, standing right here, looking out through the trees at Maynard Lake. What a beautiful picture. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you are not yet a subscriber, I'd love it if you'd become a subscriber. As I always tell everybody, it doesn't cost anything. Just push that little subscribe button there and you'll just get all my videos. You won't miss a thing. And if you're really feeling in a happy mood, you can push that notification bell, but I don't really push that too much because it's up to you. It's if you want to, but I don't really push notifications on other videos. I subscribe and I push the like button on just about everything, but I don't know, the notification doesn't seem that important because I just scroll through there anyway and find them. So anyways, thank you to all those who do subscribe and who watch my channel regularly, and thanks for all the comments. I love them. Keep doing it, and everything is just wonderful. So take care, be safe, and we'll see you all on the next video. Bye for now.